and welcome back to Sunday Tea, the podcast where I help you recognize the patterns that are keeping you stuck so that you can heal, grow, and finally become the person you were always meant to be. So grab yourself a drink, get cozy, and let's have a chat about why it's time to start choosing yourself. Are you tired of giving yourself to situations that don't give anything back? Are you tired of devoting yourself to relationships that take you for granted, don't appreciate you or value you? Or are you simply tired of going above and beyond in a job that has no loyalty to you and will replace you in a heartbeat? It's becoming increasingly frustrating at the level of programming and control that we are having to endure within our society. So much so that we're losing our sense of self, and we continue to conform to what other people want us to be. There comes a point in life where you feel so frustrated and you feel so confined that you just want to break free from your everyday reality. And when you reach that point in your life, it's about time that you start taking the reins and controlling the direction of where you want your life to go. I don't say any of this lightly. I'm fully aware that choosing yourself can be a really intimidating thought, especially if you're somebody who has people-pleasing tendencies. You have grown up in a controlling environment and you've never really had that confidence and self-belief to follow your own path in life. Choosing yourself isn't easy. It takes a lot of courage to start saying no to the people that you love in your life. And when you decide to start choosing yourself, you have to be prepared for the repercussions that can come from that. However, choosing yourself and making that decision to start living your life on your terms it will be one of the best decisions that you can ever make in your life. Firstly, life is far too short to be living under somebody else's control, somebody else's conditioning, and somebody else's wants and needs. The only way you're going to start living from a place of authenticity and living from a place where you start to value yourself and acknowledge your self-worth and start loving yourself is if you take that stand and start setting boundaries with those people around you. You also have to set boundaries with yourself to know when you're being pushed to your limits and when it's time to stand in your power and use your voice and speak with confidence in letting the people around you know that they cannot continue to dictate your life any longer. Now, when you choose to stand in your power and when you decide to set boundaries, you will find there are people in your life who won't like the new standard that you're setting for yourself. And you can expect that there will be people who will fall away from your life. And this isn't something that you should be afraid of. This is something that you should welcome, as those people were never meant to go with you on your journey. And when you make that decision to start choosing yourself and putting yourself first in your life, doesn't mean you have to be selfish. It doesn't mean you no longer care about the people in your life. It simply means that you're going to start making decisions that put you first. You're going to start making decisions that place your well-being at the forefront of your priorities. It means that you're going to start thinking about situations that you enter and analysing whether they're the right situations for you to go into. Is this the right environment for you to be in? And are the people who are around you really contributing to your life and helping you to grow? When you reach that point in your life where you've got nothing else to give to other people, the only thing you can start to do is pour into yourself. And when you give and you give and you give, you're not only doing yourself an injustice, you're also doing the people around you an injustice, because there's only so much of yourself that you can give to other people. And if you're not making yourself a priority and you're not filling up your cup first, how much of yourself can you really give? If you're spreading yourself thin, there's only so much you can give. There's only so much value you can provide. Your resources are going to be very limited. And as a result of that, it's just going to create unnecessary stress in your life, unnecessary aggravation. You become frustrated with the people around you. You start to become resentful. You feel angry. And the quality of your relationships and the quality of your life will suffer. Think about your daily routine. Think about your daily routine and how much it satisfies you. Do you feel fulfilled in your life? Do you wake up and get ready for work and feel joyful and happy and excited? Do you feel like you're living your life for yourself on your terms? Are you surrounded by people that only call on you when they need you? And do you feel guilty for thinking about your own needs and what you need to do to improve your own life? And I know life comes with responsibilities, and I believe that we put ourselves into situations where we allow people to take that control from us. That could be due to a fear of rejection. It could be it could be a fact that you're non-confrontational and you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you have to explain yourself or create any friction in the relationships that you have. And as I said before, if you're a person who has people-pleasing tendencies, you have to step back and ask yourself where that stems from and why you have that approach in your life. What's holding you back from taking that step to set those boundaries in your life? And when you decide to choose yourself, you'll have challenges. And one of the biggest challenges you will face are the changing relationships around you. And another big challenge you might face is the guilt of deciding to put yourself first, and how putting yourself first is going to affect the people around you. And as much as you don't want to be selfish, you have to have a degree of selfishness in order to continue putting yourself as the main priority. And you have to have the strength to keep moving forward regardless of other people's reactions to the new standards that you're setting for yourself. And the more you step in that direction, the more you're going to start realizing your self-worth. The more you will start realizing your value, and the more you're going to grow to respect yourself. You'll also realize where you've been giving yourself away in the wrong situations. You're going to start to realize that the challenges and the changes that are happening around you are occurring for your highest good. The bottom line is, life is far too short to keep staying stuck in these cycles that do not help us in any way. Life is too short to keep ourselves entrapped in situations that don't serve our highest good. Life is too short to not recognize the power that you have within you to make the changes that you want to make without feeling guilt or responsibility for other people's lives. And if you're in a situation that makes you unhappy, if you're in a situation that makes you miserable, and you know you're not standing in your own truth, and you know that you're not in control of your life, it's obvious what you need to do to make those changes. Only you know why you're holding back from making those changes. If you can start to get real honest with yourself, have an honest conversation with yourself about your wants, your needs, your desires, what you need to do to set you free in your life, start moving forward in that direction. Start by telling people no. Assess the reactions that you get. And by starting to tell people no, that's going to give you direction on the next step that you choose to take. If you're ready to start choosing yourself, just start and do it. Don't waste years of your life on people, situations, work environments that do not value you, that do not serve you, that do not help you to grow and elevate and become your best self. The bottom line is we need to stop betraying ourselves and start empowering ourselves. And that's the energy we need to keep moving forward with in this life. It's only when you start to empower yourself that your entire perspective will shift. If you're going to stay contained in your environment where you're easily manipulated, you're easily controlled, you're easily dictated to, you'll never find true happiness. And by choosing yourself, you're going to raise your vibration. You're going to attract people who match your vibration. You're going to attract situations that match your vibration. It won't happen overnight, but the changes will come. And once you start choosing yourself, it's going to shift your entire outlook on life. And that's going to benefit you and the people around you. And once you make that decision, you won't be able to turn back. And you'll just keep moving forward and making choices that serve your highest purpose. And just remember that you have the power to change your life. You have the power to change the direction of your life. And any situation that you are in, you can change it. You're not stuck. You don't have to be stuck in any situation that makes you unhappy, that makes you sad, that makes you feel unappreciated. And you don't have to be in a situation that makes you forget who you truly are. So embrace that power within. Reconnect with yourself. And just start by saying no. Have the courage and keep moving forward. Listen to yourself. The more you set boundaries, the more you're going to trust yourself, the more you're going to make decisions from a higher place and follow your intuition. The more you trust yourself, the louder that intuition will become, and the more you're going to trust the decisions that you choose to make in your life. So I'll be back again next week, Sunday, 7 p.m. And I hope you have a good week. Take care of yourself, and I will see you then. Bye.